Hey folks, good Monday morning. I thought one of the things I want to start doing in this group is to provide you with examples of the AI tools I'm using and how I'm using them. For many of you in this group, you're already using a lot of these tools yourself. And I would encourage you, as I talk about them, to add your own comments about how you're using them and stuff. I'm trying to make this a little bit more of a valuable group that you can take items away from and use in your everyday business. The first thing I want to talk to you about is NotebookLM, and I chose this one because this is an AI platform that many of you may not have ever heard of. There's several people in this group who know this platform better than I do, I think. But we all use it because it is an amazing tool. And it is something that you can use every single day in your business. So just think about a large notebook that you would have, okay? And it's about your business in some way. And you know, those big 3-ring binder type of notebooks. So what you're doing is maybe you have one for standard operating procedures and maybe you have another for onboarding purposes, like when you get a new employee or a new client or something. But you've over the years added stuff in here, and that notebook now is very thick. NotebookLM is the digital equivalent of having that big 3-ring binder, if you will. So it allows you to go in and create a digital notebook, okay? And let me just give you an example here. Let me take this one here. So, and I'll move myself out of the way and put myself over here. So what you can see is that there are a variety of different tools in here that I can take a look at that I've added as what are called sources, okay? And a source is simply anything like a Word document. Let's see if I can get one of these to open. I guess I can't, not with this in here. So a source is anything like a PDF or a Word document, a Google Doc, a YouTube video, anything along those lines that you can think of. You can actually add them in here by going to the add sources and add in that type of content. I'm going to pause this for a second so I can get those open and show you. Okay, so I'm back and now I have some open. So you can see over here under AEO Fundamentals that these are different types of sources I've added, okay? And these more than likely in here are going to be like Word documents. I'm kind of old school. I still save stuff as a Word document in there. But you can see I've even added an image in here and that accepts it in there. These are PDFs that are showing up that I've pulled in here. So what this allows you to do is pull in all kinds of different sources in here. And the end result is they're all here and then they're all searchable. It just, again, think about, man, how nice, where did I put that document? What page is it on in that big 3-ring binder? Well, here it all is, okay? And you can literally go down here and ask some sort of specific question. Here, let's say I wanted to optimize content for AI. How do I optimize content for AI? Excuse me. And in this way, it's a little bit just like ChatGPT or some other tool. And I can go ahead and click on that. It's going to go and search all of these sources and come up with an answer for me there. So again, just think about spreadsheets or anything that you may have that you want to remember or that are clustered together and need to be clustered together. That's what NotebookLM, can do for you. And what I would encourage you to do is have notebooks of all sorts of different things. I recently went to a conference called Scale with Stability Conference. And I have a tool that records all the speeches and the conversations I had there. Well, what I did is when I got back home, I simply took all of those and the transcripts from all of those. I dropped them in here and all of that information is in here. And I have lots more to add to that. So again, all sorts of different ways of using this. So the purpose of this video is Have you used NotebookLM? Are you familiar with NotebookLM? And then I think the next question I have is, I'd be happy to do kind of a Zoom call, webinar, if you will, and probably could get some of the other folks in this group to join us, that talks about how to use NotebookLM and how they use NotebookLM and how I use it. If you're interested, drop a comment below that says notebook.